The program American Idol features music from a wide range of genres. Disney movie evenings, 80s nights, rock nights, and country nights are all available. The internet is thrilled about a behind the scenes video from the current season that appears to show the singers taking a break to perform a religious song. Take a peek at the American Idol candidates' performances and the comments made by fans on the internet. Contestants on American Idol start a worship song. Riley O'Neill, a competitor on American Idol, posted a video of a group of contestants performing a Christian song backstage at the competition. Through Taste of Country, they all began singing Elevation Worship's The Blessing. Elevation Worship is a modern worship band from Charlotte, North Carolina's Elevation Church. They travel the United States performing in concerts, church services, and tours. They have sold 1.5 million CDs in the U.S. and have 4 studio albums in addition to a number of live albums. Their 4th album peaked at number 42 on the indie charts and 17th on the Christian charts. The 2020 single, The Blessing, was taken from the album Graves Become Gardens. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard U.S. Christian Singles list and received a platinum certification. POV, you're on the American Idol set and the Holy Spirit shows up, Riley O'Neill wrote when she uploaded it. All of this is currently preparing for the Easter Sunday Songs of Faith program. A faith-based episode of American Idol will air on Easter. American Idol also revealed that it will feature a faith-based show on Easter Sunday after the publication of the faith-based psalm that went viral on social media. For those who believe that the reality TV program steers clear of Christian music, it appears that the release of this video may have been an attempt to advertise the upcoming episode. As part of the competition, the competitors will all sing psalms with a religious theme on April 20, Easter Sunday. A few videos from this season have also been made public. James Hill performing his faith-based song is one example. Many people praised the performance as a result. Even on a secular platform, he is unabashedly a child of God. Follow God. Yes, let's restore the normalcy of loving God. You go boy. He gave American Idol Sunday best. Fans appreciated Jamal Roberts' vocals in a second video, which included him singing Tennessee Whiskey. They also mentioned that he was brought up in a church and had previously been on Sunday Best, a program that featured worship songs. An example of what internet followers had to say about the religious acts is as follows. From what I remember, American Idol wasn't always this open to worship music. So it's beautiful to see God be glorified on national television and backstage, wrote one fan who felt that this was long overdue. I need a whole album of worship songs sung by this group of people, said another enthusiast who wants to see the singers perform a whole album of worship music. Whoa! Lastly, another fan said, I stopped watching Idol. But this season, suggesting that they could again resume watching the show. I adore it. I adore this, for his glory. Overview. Few platforms in the entertainment business have influenced popular culture and the music industry as much as American Idol. Numerous aspiring singers' careers have been changed by this reality television program since its premiere in 2002, producing chart-topping sensations. But as the musical scene in America changes, a fascinating trend has surfaced. The center of worship is becoming more prominent. This phenomenon, known as American Idol Goes Christian, is more than just a fad. It is a cultural movement that is changing how people perceive the relationship between music and faith. The history and development of American Idol began as a singing competition that gave regular people the chance to follow their aspirations of becoming famous musicians. Audiences responded well to the show's fusion of drama, skill, and personal tales. In addition to Paula Abdul's encouraging counsel and Simon Cowell's scathing criticism, contestants were evaluated on their charm, stage presence, and vocal prowess. Pop and R&B performers have been on the show in the past, but it has also dabbled with country, rock, and a number of other genres. In the beginning, a surge of secular pop music made it difficult for competitors who performed worship or Christian songs to get noticed. Those that embraced faith-based genres were unintentionally marginalized by the show's producers, who gave preference to those who could conform to the standards of popular appeal. However, the event is increasingly providing a platform for musicians that utilize praise music as a basis for their artistic creations as the variety of American culture grows and many genres find a place in contemporary music trends. American Idol's new Christian wave. Recent seasons of American Idol have shown the growth of Christian worship and music as the show adjusts to a changing cultural environment. Artists from various backgrounds, such as Caleb Lee Hutchinson, who gained notoriety for his heartfelt performance of Christian tunes, and others are receiving praise from both the judges and viewers across. One crucial season that exemplified this approach was season 18, in which competitors such as Just Sam gave stirring gospel performances that evoked strong spiritual feelings in spectators and sparked discussions about inspiration, hope, and faith. Furthermore, it became evident that Christian music was no longer only a niche. Rather, it had solidified its position in mainstream culture and had the capacity to connect with audiences from all walks of life after Lauren Daigle's song You Say swept the charts. Worship music's effect on contestants and audiences. Worship music's mainstream debut has significant ramifications for both viewers and competitors, in addition to the program itself. Seeing genuine displays of faith may be quite emotional for many people. Worship music's emotional resonance and openness provide a certain ambience that invites listeners to engage in something more profound than simple amusement. The choice to include worship in their performances turns into a turning point in the creative development of the competitors. They discover a chance to encourage people who might be hurting, connect with like-minded individuals, and share their religion. Their songs' backstories frequently depict personal hardships, demonstrating the ability of religion to provide solace and healing and enthralling listeners who have gone through similar things. At one crucial point in a recent season, a competitor sang a song about optimism in the face of hardship. This small but meaningful gesture struck a chord with the audience, who subsequently shared on social media how the performance had improved their mood. When religion is included into every performance, the bond between worship and artistic expression becomes stronger. Behind the scenes, judges and producers accept the change. The judges and producers of the program, who have always favored the glitzy side of music, are now adjusting to this profound cultural change. They acknowledge that there are a significant number of Christian music fans in America. Special consideration needs to be given to this group, which wants to be represented in the media. Lionel Richie and Katy Perry, two judges, have said that the competition has gained depth from the inspirational gospel and worship music performances. They have demonstrated a readiness to accept the shift by offering helpful criticism that inspires competitors to present their genuine selves while still honoring the subtleties associated with faith-based music. Perhaps a larger societal need to connect and find purpose in a fractured society is reflected in this acceptance. In response to fans' growing desire to witness genuine performances based on personal convictions, producers are including more Christian themes into both programming and auditions. In addition to fostering talent, this openness encourages families and viewers with religious beliefs to interact with the program more deeply. The ascent of Christian rivals, their narratives and paths. Each competitor has a compelling backstory that demonstrates their fortitude, faith, and inventiveness. In their quest for their goals, many people have surmounted formidable obstacles. Their identities as artists are shaped by these stories, which frequently feature intensely personal experiences with faith and worship. Consider a competitor like Lassie K. Booth, who used her distinct voice to combine gospel and country elements. Viewers were moved by her story as a young lady coping with personal grief. She became a representation of how music can transcend suffering and serve as a bridge to hope and healing as she advanced through the competition. Similar to this, competitors like Jeremiah Lloyd Harmon serve as a reminder that authenticity is a strength because of their performances, which evoke a strong feeling of spirituality. For viewers at home, Harmon's moving performances of praise tunes served as pauses for introspection. He was able to carve himself a niche that seemed real and accessible because of his sensitivity and desire to delve into topics of devotion. Cultural response and reception. There have been some critics of praise music's inclusion on American Idol. The emphasis on religious acts, according to some commentators, may turn off viewers who are more interested in other genres. Others worry that the program may become too sentimental and lose the thrill of competitiveness in favor of romantic stories. But as the data indicates, these performances have received overwhelmingly good reviews. Discussions on the need of include faith-based music in the competition were all over social media. Fan interactions indicate a rising enthusiasm for the incorporation of worship aspects, and viewers from a variety of backgrounds have expressed gratitude for the portrayal of varied musical styles. It is apparent that the tie between faith and music is intricately woven into the American musical narrative, one that can live alongside mainstream pop and R&B as more viewers gravitate toward seasons when worship is thematically prominent. Spirituality and music, a timeless connection. The practice of combining music with spirituality has been practiced for many centuries. Music has always been a medium for the human experience, from the hymns of the past chanted in churches to the praise songs of today that reverberate across arenas. It enables people to express their most intense feelings, whether they are pleasure or grief, struggle or triumph. This long-standing trend is mirrored in American Idol Goes Christian, which elevates the human condition and relationship with God to the forefront of popular culture. It encourages both competitors and spectators to participate in individual and group musical worship sessions. This return to music's spiritual origins creates an atmosphere that is conducive to meaningful relationships as modern media and technology influence human interactions. For example, praise music's continued success on shows like American Idol is indicative of a larger societal commitment to discovering community, authenticity, and purpose. It speaks to the increasing number of musicians who aspire to inspire others with stirring performances while delving deeply into their faith. The music industry's wider repercussions. The landscape of the music industry is changing as the beloved traditions of faith-based music start to gain acceptance on mainstream channels. This development marks a significant turning point for an industry that depends on creativity and variety as Christian musicians gain popularity and recognition. The lines between genres are starting to blur as more musicians share their religious journeys. Pop, rock, and even hip-hop elements are increasingly incorporated into contemporary Christian music to create a hybrid sound that appeals to younger listeners. Fresh artistic expression that enables a variety of audiences to participate in worship in meaningful and captivating ways is made possible by this cross-pollination. Christian-oriented record labels, radio stations, and partnerships with mainstream musicians may all flourish as a result of the increasing popularity of Christian music on competitive shows like American Idol. In the end, this era may provide a renewed framework for comprehending music that respects faith in addition to conventional pop culture sentiments, an industry development in line with a shifting society. In summary, the future of worship music and a new chapter for American Idol. American Idol is in the vanguard of a fascinating cultural revolution as it makes its way toward diversity and representation. The show's surge of worship music highlights the need of genuine communication and connection at a time when many people are looking for inspiration and comfort in the face of uncertainty. The path of aspiring musicians is highlighted in this new chapter of American Idol, as is the journey of viewers who find courage, connection, and hope in music that speaks to their own lives. American Idol is bringing viewers into the hallowed realm of worship by reiterating themes of faith, hope, and perseverance throughout the show. This turns television into a medium for spiritual healing and elevation. The combination of worship and television gives a whole generation a new perspective on worship and gives them the confidence to use art to express their own beliefs. This new wave offers ambitious Christian artists a rare opportunity to harness the power of their creativity, overcome obstacles, and let their faith shine brightly on the global scene. One thing is clear as American Idol develops further. The sounds of worship will continue to resonate, creating a community of believers and budding musicians prepared to use music to change the world. By reinventing not just the competition's future, but also the place of faith in the entertainment industry, a force entwined with love, hope, and creativity, the show has opened the door for the lovely and transformational power of worship to emerge.